Hi, it's Anthony from CarPlayLive.com, and in this video I'll be looking at a new CarlinKit full Android system dongle for factory CarPlay and aftermarket systems. So keep watching for my review. So CarPlay Android AI boxes have become a desirable piece of technology over the last few months. I've covered a number of them already, from the first MMB Android 7 dongle to the latest ApplePie Mini Android 9 dongle. CarlinKit has decided to jump on this bandwagon with the release of its own full Android system dongle. In the box, you get the Android AI box itself. There is a short USB-A to USB-C cable to connect and power to it. There is also USB-C to USB-C cable for any modern CarPlay systems that use USB-C to connect CarPlay. And finally, there is a small paper manual that tells you how to operate the basic functions of the Android system and also how to connect to wireless Apple CarPlay or wireless Android Auto. Installation is super simple. You just need a wired Apple CarPlay system. You first plug it into the same CarPlay USB port in your car. The CarlinKit dongle will then take over your existing CarPlay display and replace it with its standalone Android 9 operating system. Once you have the Android interface running on your CarPlay display, you can either insert a SIM card with mobile data on it, or you can connect to your mobile hotspot on your iPhone or Android device and use any of the built-in Android apps such as YouTube, Netflix, and Google Maps, or you can just head over to Google Play Store and download any of your favorite apps and services and have them running on your CarPlay display. In my testing, most of the apps I tried worked fine on this dongle, including Amazon Prime Video, BBC iPlayer, Sky Go, and even Android Auto itself. The onboard 8-core Snapdragon processor and 4GB memory was capable of running most of the common Android apps without encountering any issues. You also have the ability to close any running apps from its floating menu system should you run into any of the usual performance issues when running far too many Android apps at once. The built-in GPS module inside the dongle allows you to run any native Android navigation apps directly from the dongle. However, unless you run any apps with offline maps, you will need either a data SIM or a tethered mobile to download any map tiles or traffic data. This dongle offers wireless Apple CarPlay and also wireless Android Auto. Using the built-in AutoKit application from the Android menu, you first connect to the Android dongle via Bluetooth. Once paired over Bluetooth, your iPhone will ask if you wish to use it for CarPlay. And after enabling this request, you are taken to the CarPlay dashboard without the need to plug in any wires. The same process goes for Android Auto, however you will need a compatible wireless Android Auto device, which I didn't have, so I wasn't able to test this myself. Without a USB input port on the dongle itself, just like the ApplePie Mini, you are limited to wireless Apple CarPlay or wireless Android Auto. Obviously, if you want to go back to wired CarPlay, you just would have to disconnect this dongle and reconnect your iPhone back via the Lightning cable to return back to normal wired CarPlay. I was able to connect to wireless CarPlay between 7 and 10 seconds, which is pretty good. Once connected, all the CarPlay functions work flawlessly with the usual 2-second audio delay for music and calling. Its call quality felt just the same as my own wired CarPlay connection, if not a little better. Button controls from the steering wheel were carried over successfully on CarPlay, also on Android apps. Being Android based though, the call button linked to Google Assistant rather than Siri, so you have to tap on the CarPlay home button on the side dock instead with this particular dongle. This dongle has 64 gig of onboard storage, so you can download and store various media directly onto the internal storage of the dongle. However, if you feel the need to expand on this, you can insert the TF card into the slot on the dongle to expand its storage up to 128 gig. With media loaded locally or on an inserted TF card slot, you can access this media very easily, either via its own media player or more successfully in its bundled VLC Android app. Playback is smooth and I didn't encounter any major issues playing back a majority of popular media file formats through the VLC player particularly. This CarlinKit for Android system retails for £300 with a voucher from Amazon UK or for $312 from Amazon US. This price is around $67 more than the ApplePie Mini, which is pretty much the same thing, but just in a different casing and with a little bit of different interface. Comparing this against many other Android OS dongles that are out there, all of these dongles are pretty much the same overall, with just internal processing specs, menu interfaces, and just physical dimensions only really telling them apart. This Android 9 dongle from CarlinKit performs up there with the best of them, however, but is it any better than ApplePie Mini? Well, I would say pretty much on par, with the exception of its increased cost. However, it can be purchased from Amazon, so should there be any compatibility concerns, you have pretty much easy returns with them. The one area you have to be aware of with these Android OS dongles is that if you wish to use the majority of Android apps on this dongle, it is highly likely that you will need to give this app an internet connection, which on the move will be either an inserted data SIM or a personal hotspot from your smartphone. Again, you won't be able to run both wireless CarPlay and internet-driven Android apps without using a data SIM, so bear that in mind if you're thinking about using both platforms simultaneously. But if you're on the lookout for an Android OS dongle, this full Android system from CarlinKit sits very well alongside the ApplePie Mini as one of the better OS dongles out there for CarPlay systems. Alright, thanks for watching and I hope you found some value in this video. If you have, please tap that like button down below and let me know in the comments if you have any questions about this full Android system from CarlinKit. You can check out all my other Android dongle reviews up in this playlist here. Hit that subscribe button down below to catch all my future content, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers. Bye.